Right, today we're learning how to make the best brownies ever. Now, everybody thinks that they have the best brownie recipe, and everybody has their own brownie recipe. But this is gonna be the best brownie bake that you ever might have. I have a pretty decent brownie recipe, you know, because as with all my recipes, I found it online, and this was months and months ago. You know, what the thing that I'm famous for really is my bread and butter pudding, but I knew that I can't be making such an advanced bake if I can't do the basics like cookies and brownies, and so I delved into the cookie and brownie world for a small amount of time, found this brownie recipe online, very simple one, turned out it was amazing. Now the downside of my recipe, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be transparent with you guys because I think you deserve it. Yes, this is one of the best brownie recipes ever, but my issue with it so far has been that I haven't been able to get it to rise as much as I have wanted it to. So today we're going to try and make even a better version of my own great version of brownies. I know you might be saying, Faisal, just put in some baking powder, but I don't want to ruin the taste because the taste of my brownies are so good that you know, we've got to be careful. So also, I don't want it to become a cake, I want it to remain a brownie, right? And there's a very thin line between a cake and a brownie. You can very quickly make a chocolate cake if you make it rise a lot, and brownies aren't meant to be that well risen. At the same time, they're not meant to be completely flat. So we're going to call in reinforcements. My mum, who makes quite a good brownie, and hers is really well risen, to be honest. Hers are quite well risen.
Welcome to the EE voicemail.
Fine. As always, a bowl is required. What we're going to be doing, this is a very simple recipe, guys, very easy and extremely tasty. Actually, we're not even going to use the bowl first. First, we're going to chop our chocolate. What you need is you need a big bowl of chocolate, a big old bar of chocolate. So I have this Galaxy bar because I recently bought a few of these big Galaxy bars. So this Galaxy bar is 110 grams for one bar, which I think is a bit too less. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use about 1.5 of these bars, but you go ahead and use whatever you want. Basically 2 bars. It's probably better to use cooking chocolate. Probably, I don't know, I'm not a baker, but I'm a baker. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a baker, but let's be honest. You know, use whatever chocolate you damn well please. Okay. I'm using Galaxy. Let's get started. Chopping board. We want to get all of the chocolate out on the board. Let's just see what we're working with here. Big old bar of chocolate. We're chopping it up, and we're going to melt half and save half. And when you melt it, you're probably going to want to melt it like the proper way of melting, which is something like a glass bowl, boiling water on the stove. Boring. We're going to put it in the microwave. This is the half I'm going to save. That's the half I'm going to melt. Okay, time for the bowl. 3/4 of a cup of melted butter. But what's happened with me is I used to have a 3/4 of a cup. No, you know what? I'm going to tell them the story. I used to have a 3/4 of a cup. So here I've got half a cup, here I've got 1/4 of a cup, and here I have 1 cup. And you might be thinking, Faisal, but where's the 3/4 of a cup? Well. My lovely wife decided that whoever needs 3/4 of a cup, and she now uses that as the scoop for the rice bag, so we can scoop out rice. So what we're going to do is we need 3/4 of a cup butter. So we're going to do half a cup and then 1/4 of a cup because that will make 3/4. Alright, that's basically 3/4 cups of butter done. Next we need to add. You know what? I'm going to go 1 cup of sugar. That is so much sugar. No, I refuse. Okay, now you need to whisk that baby together. Now we're going to crack in 2 eggs. 1, 2. We also want to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 2 teaspoons. Nice. Now here's where it gets interesting, and here's where it gets good, and here is where it gets brown. We're going to add in the melted chocolate. So that chocolate that we melted earlier, just shove that in there. Alright, mix that in. 3/4 cups of flour. Say hello to Polish flour. And it's just normal plain flour, and it works great. 3/4 cups of this flour. Zachariah, I can't do a video like this because people are going to turn off, and then Daddy's not going to make any money. me. I'm joking, I don't make money from these videos anyway. That's half a cup. Now we've got to put in a quarter because again, remember the story about the rice, the carbs, have to do it this way. So that's 3/4 cup flour, 1/4 cup cocoa powder. A 1/4 cup of this baby. Okay, so we've got 3/4 cups flour, 1/4 cup, a quarter of a cup of cocoa powder. Now we mix that all in. Oh, absolutely fantastic! Right, you want so now you're trying to whisk. No. Okay, put him to bed first. Okay, so Zachary's gone to bed, but basically we're mixing that in. Okay guys, we're almost done. I'm so sorry I've taken so long explaining this procedure to you. Just adding a teaspoon of salt now. Okay, now all that's left, guys, is adding the chocolate chunks in from earlier. So let's go grab them from the fridge. Chuck them chunks in. Mix them in. You want to fold it over, and we're done. That's the mixture. So now we're going to put that onto a tray, and we're going to bake this at for 20 to 25 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius. But the only question is, do you put some baking powder to give it a bit of rise? See, that's the thing that I don't know the answer to. Let's add a bit of baking powder to add some lift. I know I'm going against the brownie community here, but yeah, I'm going to add some baking powder. I think we're going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder, so go really small, just to give it a little bit of rise, because I do think they're a bit too flat when I make them. So just half a teaspoon of baking powder, nothing more. Okay, there we go, it's done. It's done, it's too late. Okay, and in goes the mixture. Oh, I think I used too big of a oven dish, you know that? It's absolute palaver. Okay, that's what we're looking at. That's before it goes in. I'm going to put that in the oven now for 20 to 25 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius. And I'll see you guys once in 20 to 25 minutes time. It's been 25 minutes, and so we're going to check on the brownies. I think they should be done by now. It looks like we're taking it out in good time, maybe even a slightly overbaked. Look at that. Oh, they're nice and soft. Right, so I've let these cool and I've cut them up, and they look really, really nice. I'm really happy with how they come out. So now it's time to scoop them out and see how they look. Alright guys, we have started scooping them out, and I'm so happy with how they come out. Look at that. It's still got the fudginess of the brownie, and it's got the chocolate chunk of the chocolates. It's still hot. We've had these cooling for about 15 minutes and they're still so hot. Hope you guys enjoy them. Make them, let me know how they are. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.